Greetings, Mindcrafters, and welcome to another Mindcraft episode here in the woods. There's little Giovanni. My name is Kimberly Quinn. Again, that's little G. And we are here to have a nice discussion on this gorgeous, gorgeous Christmas day. Or it is, again, I'd say it's intoxicating. People often have like a negative connotation to that for the obvious reason. No, there's a spiritual intoxicating too. And I'm telling you, this is it. In the deep woods here, it's like a champagne snow. If we go a few feet out at the bottom there, it's like really coming down, and it's gorgeous. And I have to tell you, my December birthday, the 20th, and God, the universe, higher power, whatever you want to say, every single year gives me snow for my birthday, and then I share it with everybody else. So anyway, it is Christmas Day. It is also Hanukkah this year. They've overlapped. So Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, and anything else that you celebrate. Because you know why? Interestingly, right? Those of us who are Christian are celebrating the light, right? And of course, Hanukkah and Menorah is all about the festival celebration of the light. And if you go across all the major religions in the world, and if you don't choose to identify with any of those, and you consider yourself more spiritual, I actually consider myself more spiritual. It's all about the light within us that's connected to every other light walking around, and those who are going before us and those who are going after us. Just, infinity, light infinity. And so it was a beautiful quote that I used for my Mindful Times newsletter for Champlain last week. I just forget who said it now. I think it's Edith Wharton, but I could be wrong about that. Anyway, stay with me. So there are two ways to reflect the light, right? One is to be that light. One is to be that light, and one is to reflect that, one is to be the light and one is to be a mirror to reflect the light. Either way is good, because it's all about spreading the love and the positivity out there, especially now. It's true 365 days a year plus leap year. There are lots of people walking around not knowing their own value. And it's probably one of the biggest crises in the whole world, because that all comes down to shame and feeling flawed, defective, not enough in some way. And honest to goodness, this is my own opinion. My own little humble opinion is that if we could eradicate shame off the face of the earth, there would be very few, if any, problems. Because whenever we're acting out, we're acting and doing unkind things on a small level and on a big level, like the big global bad things, that's all coming up from a place, all of it, of shame and fear-based thinking. That's all what it's about. All this behavior that we go around doing. We get rid of shame. We learn our own value. We know our own value. We appreciate who we are. We appreciate the light within us, that divine connection to everybody else. Then we would have no problems. I think almost none. And I also love the word appreciate, because today, of all days, again, 365 plus leap year, it's good too, is the gratitude thing, because the gratitude is the key to happiness. A grateful heart. Not only is there no room for anxiety, no room for depression, no room for any kind of sadness, no room for any kind of anything like that, we also don't have a desire in the world to harm anybody. And, I can't quote him either, Stanford guy. I use him in my Minecraft class. Anyway, it's the point that matters right now. He does this whole talk about gratitude and how it's related to forgiveness. And so when our heart is filled with gratitude, he talks about, it's all about being like little grains of sand on the beach. And we're all doing our little grain of sand thing, our little tiny little piece in this vast, infinite universe to make it a little bit better because we were there, right? That is the plan. And so when we're grateful, not only is there any room, again, for anxiety, sadness, or deeper depression or anything like that, if we're really fully present in this moment, thinking of everything that's going well for us and the people in our lives, even if it's one person or one thing went well, we're really filled up with that. The rest of it, there's just no room. It pushes it right out. And then I like how he makes the connection of mindfulness and gratitude to forgiveness, because if we think of that in our own lives, it's huge. And if we think of it globally, it's huge. It's just huge. And my students, my Minecrafters, really, this is one of they're amazing every single class, but this one they really tend to go wild with, because young adults have these big eyes and big hearts, and they want to do big things out there making a difference. And they really have a lot of phenomenal commentary when we get into gratitude, mindfulness, gratitude, and its connection to forgiveness. And just remember, on this gorgeous, beautiful Christmas day in northern Vermont, that forgiveness is not about forgetting. That's such a myth. It's just stupid. The brain is not like a computer. It's like a computer in a lot of ways, but not that one, because there's no delete button. And anybody who's been through big stress or trauma knows that it's the exact opposite. The memories just keep, wanting to come back. And it's not about that. And Claudia Black, which I mentioned before in different videos, the pioneer way back in the 80s for the ACOA movement for adult children of alcoholics. And if you're not one, that doesn't matter. We're talking about forgiveness. It's very secular. And she talks about forgiveness and that cliche, to forgive is forget, to forget. No, it isn't. Forgiveness has absolutely nothing to do with forgetting, as Claudia says. It has everything to do with remembering and choosing to move forward. And so on this beautiful Christmas day, I'm hoping for you, right? Because forgiveness is not a gift to give the other person, it's a gift to give ourselves. Just let something go. Pick one thing. Pick one thing. And if the person's dead and gone, they don't need to know. The gift is for you. And just choosing to move forward. And people think we hang on to our anger, we hang on to all this, we're punishing the other person. I mean, who are we really punishing? I mean, think about it, right? It does not give them a pass. It does not give a perpetrator, violator, offender, wrongdoer, hurting person doing the hurting. It does not give them a pass for anything. It's about us being lighter and using our beautiful life minutes in a good way. Because when all that resentment, which is just heavy, and all that guilt and all that whatever is just taking a huge peak. We talked about the pie, right? The 100%. All we have in any given day is 100%. So when we're all stuck in the past, or stuck in our own blaming ourselves, the shame blame game, that's taking a huge piece out of us that we cannot give to other people. We cannot give to ourselves first, and we cannot give to others. And I love what Dr. Jake said. He's in my friendship group with Oprah, who I adore, as you know. And he says, paraphrasing, but it's definitely Dr. Jake's. I love him. When we hold on to our past history, you ready for this one? It's a pump moment, like Oprah says. When we hold on to our past history, we do this at the expense of our destiny. Isn't that great? Think about it. We enshrine who did what to me in 1975 or 85 or 95 or 2 weeks ago, and who might do something to me in 2023. And it takes away from our potential to be our best selves and live on our high-flying disc that we talk about, just like having the world by the ass. It takes a piece out of that. It's awful. And so with all that, it means on this beautiful Christmas day, this beautiful Hanukkah day, and this beautiful spiritual day, winter solstice day, is that in order to, we just want to shine that light. However you want to label it, or don't label it at all, shine that light, be you, let go, so that you can just spread all that positivity. I mean, think about this. We are connected to the same source that creates worlds. When you think about that, that's just overwhelming, right? We are part of that energy source, which therefore means nothing with God, this higher power, universe, however you want to say, spiritually speaking. Everything is possible, which means nothing is impossible. And Wayne Dyer often says that. He says, you take the word nothing. Nothing is impossible with the universe. Universal divine connection and source, or God, or however you want to say, which we say nothing is impossible with the higher power. That means no thing is impossible. So we've got to realize that divine connection and just be that light, be the mirror that reflects that light, mirror other people's value. I mean, whatever we do for other people comes right back to us too. I mean, it's just all good. We need to really get our own value and appreciate. And I like that word because think of it like jewelry or an antique car, right? Appreciate means it just gains value with every millisecond that goes by, right? So there you go. Excellent. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Be the light who you are with anything else you're celebrating today. This is Kimberly Quinn and little Giovanni signing off from the beautiful, very intoxicating, spiritual, happy woods in northern Vermont. There you go. Happy holidays.